Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Booked Up, a TV show featuring the adult collection of programs at the Peters Township Library. I'm not Diane, who is lying languidly on a beach somewhere right now. I'm Sydney, the Program and Outreach Coordinator for Adult Services.
Oh, it's me. I'm Dani, Library Technician in Adult Services.
And I'm Mary, Head Cataloger.
We're lost without Diane, apparently.
I know, really. It's
That's
going
just
to
all
fall
up already.
apart.
It is.
As we said, she may be gone, but she's here with us all, right?
Oh,
Right,
yes.
yes.
Diane Buttons. You may notice that we are indeed missing her. She's no doubt mourning the fact that she's unable to join us for today's Booked Up, so we wanted to honor her in some way. Did you know that this year marks Diane's 23rd year of working at the library?
That's amazing.
Yes. To commemorate this event, we're doing a special one-day only sale of some merch, so we'll get that up on the screen. For a small fee, you can be the proud owner of an exclusive Diane sweatshirt, mug, baby onesie, sticker, or greeting card set. Sales will start and end on April 1st, and proceeds go to Diane's retirement fund.
April 1st. You're fooling us.
Yes.
Indeed. Please don't come to the library requesting Diane merch. Unless you see Diane, then it'll be funny. But no one else will know.
That's a beautiful photo of her. I
is.
would wear some Diane merch.
She looks
But
like,
yeah, I don't.
she
Yeah.
looks like she has a halo.
She does look like she has a halo. It's the picture. Yeah. She's going to love this episode, by the way. I'm glad somebody else is up there this time and not me. So, sorry, Diane.
And once you've got your Diane merch, then you'll be ready for our April Bibliophile Challenge. During the month of April, you can find a display upstairs featuring poetry, which live in the nonfiction number.
811.6.
Thank you. Downstairs, you can find a display of fiction titles with garden in the title. And in addition to poetry and garden, we're also challenging you to read a book or magazine and explore some DIYs this spring. So magazines are found upstairs near study room number 5, and we have 80 physical magazine subscriptions and 37 digital subscriptions through Flipster.
Flipster is very handy when you're waiting in line somewhere or you're at the doctor's office and their magazines are like 5 years old. You could read one on Flipster. But where would we find DIYs or projects in nonfiction? Is that what you're asking
That's
me?
what I'm asking you. Where would we find it in nonfiction?
Yeah, you weren't supposed to spring this question
No,
on me.
that's what makes it fun.
There's a lot of different places.
So if I wanted to craft.
745 is the craft.
Okay, and if I wanted to do a home project?
Oh, home projects would be in the 690s for construction.
What other DIYs? What if I wanted to
Okay, so I did have a patron ask this question about cooking. So like I think trying a new recipe also counts in learning something new. So where would the cookbooks be?
641.5.
Perfect. Knitting and crocheting like we were just talking about?
Those are in the 700s, near sewing, like 746, I believe.
Nice.
Yeah.
You just can't.
Something like that.
You
Ask
just
at the
can't.
reference. If one of these ladies is covering the reference desk, ask them, bother them.
And then we'll ask Mary.
I'll be in my office.
We will actually look it up in the catalog because unlike Mary, that stuff is not on the top of my head. You are
It's not in the bottom of
unflappable.
my head. It's not anywhere in my head. But for these reading challenges, you can find them on Beanstack. So Beanstack is a free app that you can download, or you can visit ptlibrary.beanstack.org to get started. And Beanstack is paid through from the Library Foundation. So the library itself, we don't pay for it, our foundation does, which is where all the charitable donations that go to the library, they go through our foundation. So our May Bibliophile challenges you to find a read with a main character over the age of 65, a book by an Asian American or Pacific Islander author, or a book that has a college setting. I tried to make like that Venn diagram like match up with all three, and I couldn't really find anything that met all three. Got like 2 for some, but yeah. You can come to the library in May and find different displays for all of these 3 topics. So let's hand it over to Mary and see what business Mary has in nonfiction now.
Oh, there's a hint. She's getting down to business, folks. One of the areas in the nonfiction stacks that we haven't yet highlighted for our viewers is business books. These are found primarily in Dewey Decimal numbers 650 and 658. But there are also some in the 300s in the economics section. There's a corporations section there. And they can also be sprinkled all over the numbers depending on what special topic they are about, and that's because you can apply a business angle to almost anything.
Oh, poetry business?
Oh, there could be. I was just reviewing the list of Forbes Best Business Books. They put out an annual list, so I was looking at last year's list and another one from Porchlight Business Books. And according to both of them, here are the outstanding business titles from 2025. The first you see there is the CEO for All Seasons. They interviewed 67 CEOs, and I'm shocked that that many CEOs actually sat down for in-depth interviews, but that's where they distilled the information for that book. And Blind Spotting in the middle there is to make CEOs aware that they could have a blind spot about, issues, and they need to be aware of that so they don't get held back as leaders. And lastly, the Friction Project. See, I want to say fiction since we're a library. The Friction Project is about how smart CEOs will set things up for their subordinates so that it's easier to do the right thing rather than the wrong thing. And next, the next set, entrepreneurship. This is a popular subject for business books, as these titles show. I like the one in the middle with the sweaty Ben Franklin, the sweaty startup. And well, the first book there is about that immigrant entrepreneurs. As we've known forever, immigrants make the best entrepreneurs, and that book talks about it. And then the last book is about innovation, which spills over into the next group of slides, because managers and CEOs are always trying to stay current and to spot new trends and stay ahead of those trends, like the next grouping. Epic disruptions, like
such a fun cover.
Yes, and Lucky by Design. Epic disruptions spans from the 9th century with the invention of gunpowder to the 21st century in Silicon Valley with generative AI. So it's going to go over the major things which changed business. And the like button there in the middle, here's a quiz question for you. Do you know, well, I can tell you when the like button started, 2005. Do you know which company started the like button?
YouTube?
No, not YouTube.
I'm going to say Facebook.
I would have said Facebook too, but no, it was Vimeo.
Oh,
Vimeo?
really?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, Mary,
yes.
you are a wealth of information.
That's what the book said.
What Dewey Decimal's Vimeo at?
I have no idea.
And how many people even know what Vimeo is at this point?
Yeah. Well, anyway.
Channel 7 uploads to Vimeo.
Okay.
Well, they were just flashing the unusual subtopic for business books. We have those there. Embracing Uncertainty, which is about how artists of all types don't have set plans for business. They have to be really flexible, and they have to find the money and the sustainable career where they can. But there we have the best business pop star of them all, Taylor Swift. There's nothing like this. She blew everybody away by the monumental success of her Eras tour. She earned $2 billion.
Wow.
So the money men can't ignore music and other arts as generators of wealth, because she proves that, the billions are there. And then lastly, there's 2 additional books here. They don't fit neatly into any other categories that I just talked about. Anointed is about not what you know, but who you know. That there are unseen hierarchies that affect your business success. And then lastly, Can You Run the Economy is like a choose your own adventure book. This was written in England, so the government person who runs the economy there is the Chancellor of the Exchequer. Here in America, this person would be the Treasury Secretary in the President's Cabinet. So you as the reader are presented in this book with various economic scenarios, and you choose solutions as if you are the Exchequer. Exchequer, I love that word. I can say Exchequer, I just love it. One solution influences another, or if you choose a different one, it leads you down a different set of questions and answers and solutions. It leads to differing economic results and differing political payoffs. Reviewers have described this book as witty and fun to read. Well, it's witty because it's British, right?
Well, of course.
And to conclude, Warren Buffett, the investment guru, reportedly read 2 books per day during his career. Now that he's retired, I hope he's resting his eyes. But I wonder, he might be reading even more. So if you want to be like Warren, start reading, and remember that Peters Township Library has business books for you.
Awesome. That was awesome, Mary.
Thanks.
Well done.
Well, I don't like business at all, but you know, I have to sound like I'm excited about it because we do have viewers who are.
Yeah. I think the choose your own path is really interesting.
That would be fun.
Would be fun for like a high school economic class where you know how like you have to start a business. That would be interesting to see how people chose and what that led them to go down. Also, the Benjamin Franklin sweaty startup, whatever that was called, could also be confused for an exercise book. I'm just saying it could go either way, so you have to be thoughtful about that title. I'm just saying.
That's good.
Exercising with Ben.
Well, back to Dani and I to talk about some upcoming programs. So this is our April-May edition, and this is our 3rd year hosting the bookmark contest at the library. Sorry, I forgot words already. So we work with 84 Sign Shop. So they do all the graphics, the design, the printing for us, and they make nice little acrylic awards and everything. So the K through 5 students in Peters Township will all be sent home with them between last week and this week during their library classes. And then middle and high school students, the bookmark entry form is available in the high school and middle school libraries, and we also have it available online digitally. If you go to ptlib.org/bookmark, there's more information. Bookmark entries need to be to the library by April 30th. We also welcome digital entries, so people can do digital artwork and email those in as well.
What is the theme for summer reading? You can tell there kind of by the graphics, but how about a little bit on the summer reading theme?
Well, it's going to be dynamite, Danielle. It is, I forgot.
Unearth a story.
You got this.
Yes, unearth a story. So we're definitely leaning in towards the prehistoric, the dinos, the digging, all that good stuff. Lots of fun programming to tie into that over the summer reading kickoff. And you said we've already had some
I think I'm up to 6
already.
entries right now.
That's amazing. Yeah. And don't forget, adults can do it too.
Yes, it is pre-K through adult. So our age categories are pre-K to 2, and then 3rd through 5th, 6th through 8th, 9th through 12th, and then adult entries. So, and then for the middle school, high school, and adults, we do hand-drawn versus digital. We separate those out. It's so much fun for those of us that get to judge them. We have them all spread out in the multi-purpose room on all the tables and go around, and they're all numbered. And
well, the staff loves looking at them every day. It's amazing
I
what great artists we have, of all ages.
And all bookmarks get displayed, so everybody gets to see all the work that gets done. It's just such a fun time, and there'll be definitely more to come about all the summer reading programs and everything going on. But let's jump back to April. What's happening in April at the library?
Another mainstay of the library that is a little more long-standing is mini golf. So mini golf is back. It is Saturday, April 18th. Is the one that's open to the public. For staff, we have a family and friends night for staff to come and play and try out the course the Friday night before. So we're always excited for that. So
super fun.
All the staff, all the holes are taken. Everyone's signed up for them. We have a 12-hole course in the library. So 8 or 9 holes on the first floor and the rest are on the second floor, including Public Works. They have one that is the end one that finishes it and drops the ball.
It is the most popular, I think.
It's a fun one for the kids.
Yes.
And it's nice because it's the end.
It is the end.
Yeah. So you can call the Youth Services Department to register for that. That's open. And then another big thing that we have this spring and summer and fall is some Going Green program. So we always do a lot with our local master gardeners with the Penn State Extension out of Washington County. And then we also have a local professor, Candy DeBerry, that does a few talks. So up on the screen, we have the ones for April and May. There's a few. So we've got bees, ticks, good.
Ticks is a good idea, though.
Yeah.
I mean, that we really have to be on the lookout for that.
I saw news that they're trying to do a Lyme disease vaccine and get it moved to trials. So,
but there's so many weird ones. Like there's that tick that if it bites you, you're allergic to meat.
Red meat.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, and everybody presents different. It's not the same for everybody, and you don't always. Not everybody gets the mark like that you used to look for. So
it's not always mine wasn't a bullseye.
Right. Yeah, it's a very weird thing. So it's good that we have that programming coming out because it is, especially in this area of Pennsylvania, it's a serious stuff. It is a lot. It is a lot.
Pennsylvania has, like, if you look at statewide numbers, Pennsylvania is one of the highest incidents of Lyme disease. Yeah. So that'll be done by a state, the PA Lyme Network will be out here to talk about Lyme disease.
That's a good
We've got other bee stuff, the Mason Bee Houses, which is actually a local Girl Scout troops project that they're doing. So they'll do a presentation about the importance of everyone's like, oh my gosh, honeybees, which are great. They're cool. We love them. But also, all of the native bees in Pennsylvania are mason bees. So they're solitary bees. They're not going to be living in a giant beehive making honey. So making like little bee houses for them to live in. And then also what can you do around your home to make it friendlier for these very beneficial insects that we need.
Great.
So even though, again, they're not making honey, we still need them for pollinators.
Yeah, 100%.
We've got some plant propagation, some native plant programs, growing herbs, the plant sale. Plant swap will be May 2nd, so that's where we invite people to bring in any like garden type plants that they've started but haven't planted in the ground yet, any landscaping plants, house plants, all sorts of stuff, as long as it's not invasive, and we link on our website to the state's list of invasive plants.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And then compost happens, which is funny.
That is funny. That is funny.
That's another candy to berry.
That's a good one. That's a good one. So the other thing going on in April is National Library Week. That's a very, very important thing.
Never heard of it?
Really? That's unusual for somebody that works at a library.
Yeah.
So surprised by that.
National Library Week was started in the 50s. And so we've got a couple of special things that we're doing. We're doing a month-long reading challenge. So challenging everyone to read, I think, 300 minutes for the month of April. We'll have some prizes, fun prizes in Beanstack that go along with that. So those are all the experiential prizes. So coming and learning about how we take care of books, or learning about the archives, or getting to open the library. Silly stringing Shannon, she volunteered for that.
She did volunteer for that.
That's her.
Nobody made her do that. She did volunteer for that. There will be Spirit Week going on. I don't have the list of everything.
No, Monday's pajama day for Wake Up and Read. Tuesday,
and we do have patrons who will come in.
Yeah,
it isn't just the staff dressing up like this.
And then we actually, like, if you come and dress up, you can get entered to win a little prize basket.
And I have the list somewhere.
Two other things that are happening that week, I think we have a lower third for this, is the Denora Smog event. So that week is also Earth Day. So on Wednesday, April 22nd, the Denora's Historical and Smog Museum, I think that's their full name, they'll be at the library to talk about the Denora smog disaster of 1948, which killed 20-something people.
It was a very big deal.
Yeah, in Denora, PA, and it was caused by a weather inversion that trapped pollution right over the city of Denora to where it was undrivable, unpassable. You couldn't see, your hand in front of your face because of all the smog.
It's crazy.
So they'll be there to talk about that Wednesday evening, and they'll also be back again Friday morning and afternoon, because we're doing the same thing as a Learn and Lunch for our friends. And then I think Dani has the book.
Yes, we are very excited. So we have been doing sort of a nonfiction book club every few months or so, tackling different issues, or, not just nonfiction, reading somebody's bio or memoir necessarily, but discussing different topics.
Not like a history textbook.
Yeah, it's not like, this is not meant to be like,
so
there's going to be a quiz on it. Yeah, January we did The Jailhouse Lawyer by Calvin Duncan and Sophie Call. That was wonderful. So the next one coming up to go along with National Library Week, we are reading Why We Read by the author Shannon Reed. There we go, is the graphic, who is also a professor at Pitt. So she is local. The title is Why We Read, on bookworms, libraries, and just one more page before lights out. It's a lovely book. I've read it before. I'm going to reread it again. It really highlights how reading affects us as human beings. It's personal stories. There's also, you know, her experiences as trying to teach literature, trying to explain literature, trying to reach younger people through books, how it shaped her, how it can shape others, how it can shape society, as well as a really great list of some of her favorite books are in here as well. And the really exciting part, sorry, I should have said, this is going to be on a Saturday, April 25th. At the library. We're going to do a very casual book discussion, hopefully have coffee again.
I reached out. So apparently that week it is also a little something called the NFL draft.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
So we reached out to our previous coffee vendor, and they are the preferred coffee vendor for the draft. And so they're like, we're not 100% sure if we'll have a truck that day.
So we don't
maybe
have a coffee
maybe
truck.
not.
Just bring your coffee with us. But the exciting part is the author, Shannon, is actually coming to join our book discussion that day. So this is not going to be like a sit there and listen to her talk. She actually wants to participate. So I hope we have a lot of readers, especially all of you that come to the library who love books. Books mean something different to every one of us. This is her way to express it, and it would just be nice to sit down for all of us to talk with her, hear, you know, firsthand account, and really have a great dialogue about this.
Not everybody has to be a professional bookworm.
You do not. You do not. We all read differently. We all read different books, but you know, it's an experience we can all share in just the act of reading itself. So we're very excited to host this talk, and we're very excited that the author is going to join us for the talk as well. So there will be a display in the lobby
Starting
tomorrow, we're hoping.
What day is today?
Thursday, right?
But like,
I don't know.
You'll be watching this April-ish. It'll be there.
Oh yeah, this is true. This will be here after the fact. So there will be a display where you will be able to pick up a copy of the book, unless they're all checked out, but as well as other books that really focus on libraries, the importance of reading, the history of libraries, first-hand accounts, people's experiences, how to read through trauma, through happy, through joy. So come on in and pick up some books that help us celebrate libraries and the importance of reading in general.
Yeah. So I think that takes us through April, May. And Dani, I know you brought one thing that you wanted to show off for people to look out for in the summer.
Yes, this is a big trend right now. A lot of people have been asking for this, and I wanted to try it out before we could do the program, but we're going to do a book blinging program. I don't know if the lights in here do this.
Yeah.
Oh, look how sparkly that is. Perfect.
So that's all added on.
It is. So what patrons are, I know, isn't it cool? And they stay on very well. I haven't finished. I want to do a couple more clouds, then I want to do these little
And it's not a
lists.
library book because it doesn't have the labels.
Correct.
Or the
Yes,
barcode
we're
on
not doing this on library books. That would be very, very bad. And I think I would
be
lose
very
my job
upset.
if you. I think a lot of people would
We
be
don't have
upset.
enough shelving for that extra little bit.
So what patrons are going to get to do is bring your own copy of one of your favorite books, or just a cover that you love that's going to look all cool and sparkly like this. We will provide the materials to put all the bling, all the gems, all the glue, everything. I'll give you some instruction on how to do it. We're just going to sit down and we're just going to bling our book. Obviously, this is not your loved copy that you throw in your bag and take with you wherever. This is meant to be kept and displayed. It's going to be fun. That is going to be coming in July, just not exactly sure what date it is. So I know this is fun. I should have tried to do it in April for National Library Week, but as you pointed out, we have a lot of programs going on. So yeah, I like how it sparkles on the light. It's fun. Look at that! Yay!
Well, we will be back in a few months with another edition of Booked Up. In the meantime, let us help you get booked up with new library programs, clubs, and books. The Peters Township Library is open Monday through Thursday from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. and Friday and Saturday 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. The library is closed on Sundays and Monday, May 25th for Memorial Day, but don't worry, we are always open online at ptlibrary.org. See you at the library. Bye.
Bye, everybody.